All right, guys, welcome back. It's me, Daniel, with VintageMagic.com. It's going down. It's going down. We're doing a drug deal right now. It's an MTG crack deal. In the MTG crack corner, we have some random cards, some random paintings. These guys right here are gonna pay me, at least $100. What do you guys think? 150?
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe 250.
250. What do you think, Dad?
250 for sure.
All right, get together real quick so we can get you together. Okay, so these guys have a great story. We're buying the cards listed there. Obviously, those paintings are not for sale, but these guys have an amazing story about their collection. There's actually a brother who's not here. And what is your name, sir, again?
John.
John? Eli. And you are the younger brother.
I'm the older brother.
Okay, so tell us the story of the awesome SHOEBOX Magic card collection.
Yeah, so my dad had some friends that played Magic back when it first came out, and they kind of got tired of it. They put all their cards in a shoebox and gave them to my dad to kind of play it, kind of test it out a little bit. And one time, me and my brother, we were kind of looking around.
Yeah, well, Solomon started getting into Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, then Yu-Gi-Oh! And then he started getting into Magic, and I was like, I think I have a shoebox with some old Magic cards in it. You might want to take a look at that.
So me and my brother, we went through it, we looked through all the cards, and we found a whole bunch of just random cards, but we found these kind of really special, cool cards. And so we put them in a better box. We put them in a box, we put them in sleeves, and we kind of sat on them for a little bit. And
yeah, this was all I think I got the box over 20 years ago from my friend.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it just sat in our closet. Just sat up on the high shelf.
So you are how old difference from Solomon?
I'm 4 years older than
Okay,
him. Yeah.
So is he a student? You're a student?
He's a student at Western Washington
Okay,
University.
and you're also a student?
I'm also, oh yes.
Yes. So he's going to watch this video because, he'll be like, what's going on here? Man, what's going on?
Yeah.
So basically the story goes, you have the shoebox that your friend gave
friend.
Solomon.
Yeah. Well, it gave me.
Gave you.
Solomon wasn't born yet.
Wasn't born yet. Oh, he wasn't even born yet. This is back in 93 or?
94, I think?
98? 97?
Yeah, something.
Oh
I really
my
don't
God.
remember, but it was...
I was 2.
This is actually like the shoebox baseball card comic book.
Yes, that is
This classic in the thing.
And it just sat there, and I had no idea there was any value in it. And then when Solomon started playing Magic, he was getting money. He was winning tournaments. He was getting cards, and I was like, "What the heck? This is money!" And so that's when I think I talked to them about. I think I have a shoebox full of some Magic cards. You might want to take a look at that.
Did you send the cards pictures to Solomon?
Well, Solomon has
seen them.
He said okay. So he knows. He knows obviously
he knows about them.
everything.
Yeah, he knows about the cards, and it took me a long time to go through. And I was on MTG Price.
Yeah.
Typing in all the cards and most.
So you were the
cards.
salesman. He's the negotiator.
Yeah.
And by the way, I just want to give him a shout out. This guy is tough salesman. If anybody's looking for a tough negotiator, this is your guy. Okay, all right. So let's take a look. What we got. Basically, for those of you who like the cards, and people actually play with these cards a lot. These are about I'd probably say LP range EX. These are good for old school Magic. 93, 94 is the old school Magic. So what we have here is basically one of the Power 9, the Time Twister. I think it's one of the most underrated cards in the game because it does an incredible effect, drawing 7 new cards for both people, but you get to select when that happens. This is one of the most iconic cards of the game, Chaos Orb. Chaos Orb is a dexterity card where you actually have to flip it a foot. I'm not kidding, a foot. And then basically it has to rotate 360 degrees. Wherever it lands, it destroys that card. Now the rule basically back in the day was if I flip this Chaos Orb, and I don't care if it's played, what? Everybody in the comments would be like, dude, Dan, this is a Chaos Orb, all right? What are you doing? If I flip it and if I just dropped it, that does not count. It has to rotate. So, but you see how it landed on a bunch of cards?
Yeah.
Whatever cards it landed on, those are gone. The rule now, though, is let's say I target Soul Ring, which is a very iconic card. It's a 1 mana for 2 mana, basically. Let's say, okay, I want to target Soul Ring. I have to now rotate it, and I missed it. See how I missed it? Wow. That means doesn't count. It doesn't destroy these cards.
Only the ones.
This is hard, guys. By the way, left-handed. Left-handed is used for other reasons. Oh, I'm just kidding, guys. Come on, focus. Oh, there it is. Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah. See how that happens? So that's how it goes. And so we have a Hypnotic Spectre, This is one of probably arguably one of the most iconic creatures in the game, also for discard. 2/2 flyer for 3, but it's really cool because if you does damage, the opponent has to discard a card. Oh, wow. So card advantage. So I'm not sure. So you've played before, right?
I've played a little bit.
So when you have more cards in your hand, it's better to have cards than no cards.
That's right.
The idea of card advantage is what Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, all that relies on. There's mechanisms to draw more cards. Right. All right, so that's about it, guys. What do you guys think? Put in the comments below. What a crazy like story. I mean, this shoebox. What kind of shoebox was this, by the way?
I think it was an Adidas shoebox.
Adidas? Adidas? So yeah, you guys, if you have any stories about
look for those Adidas shoeboxes.
Okay, so at what point did you know that you had? Cause get together a little bit.
Yeah.
What point did you know you had them, or did you know that the whole time back of your head?
I think, yeah, it was off the radar. It's like somebody saying, "Oh, do you have whatever, an old jacket that's from the 1970s?" It's like, I think so.
So what made you recently say, hey, why not?
Well, so Eli has taken a little bit of time off. He traveled for the last year.
All over the world, huh?
Around the world, yeah.
Nice.
And so when he came back, he was like, "Hey, we should take a look at that." And I said, "Yeah, this is as good a time as any. We got time.
Right.
I'm waiting for my license for being a therapist.
Yeah. Right.
And so that takes a couple months.
And when I Googled vintage magic and Daniel's website showed up, I said, this looks like a good resource. This looks like
Damn, this is I did not pay him to even say that part of the line.
Totally worked.
So by the way, you travel all over the world. Where did you go? What was the highlights?
I went to Asia. I went to Europe, to Eastern Europe for about 10 months. I really liked Thai food. That's always awesome.
Thai is the best.
Thailand is.
You were by yourself?
I was actually with my girlfriend.
Okay. Well, awesome. So, yeah. Future wife?
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You never know. No, never know.
I don't want to give away everything, but it's very possible. Yes.
So you had this Adidas shoebox. You just realized, hey, why not? He's not working right now. Let's get him doing something.
Let's take a look.
What made you not realize to sell them before, or just get rid of them? What happened there?
There's no real point in selling them.
Honestly, they're really cool
Well,
cards.
Solomon was really into Magic too still, so I wasn't sure if there was going to be something that he would want.
Right.
And then, right when he went to college, Solomon went to college last year, I think he kind of was like, I think I'm done with Magic for the time being.
Yeah, he started to liquidate his stuff and kind of trade away his stuff and sell his cards that he had accumulated. So I figured, why not do the same?
And now he's into climbing.
Oh wow! So when did he start playing, by the way?
Him?
Yeah.
He started playing when he was 14, so that would have been maybe 6 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he would go to those tournaments and play them.
He actually won some tournaments.
The F&Ms.
He got pretty good. Yeah.
Wow.
F&M.
I think he won 1,000 or 2 at the Oregon Grand Prix or
what?
Something like that.
Oh, the GP Portland.
Yeah.
Really?
He's actually been pretty successful.
Wow. So guys, look him up in the future. Older results. Solomon something.
Solomon. Yep.
That's amazing. But so he basically he never saw it as a career.
No, I don't think so.
Right.
No.
Do you?
Played around with the idea, but ultimately no.
It wasn't like the come to Jesus talk game.
That's right, exactly.
Do you know, Dad? Though they recently did Magic Esports. They've injected $10 million this year. It used to be about $1 million or so. Now it's 10 million. So they've multiplied by a dramatic. Maybe it's a little bit over $1 million before, but basically, if you won a tournament, it used to be 10 grand. Now it's 50 grand. The Magic Championships or some of the champs are hundreds of grands to win. So now it's become a viable career. you know some of those League of Legends players?
Oh yeah.
So Solomon, hey, if you're watching, you got to come back and start playing again.
He's pretty good.
He's pretty good.
He was pretty good.
He probably, once he sees this video and once he sees those paintings that you guys are holding, you guys are going to go crazy. All right, guys. Well, what do you guys think? This is an awesome story. I've met so many people around the world. By the way, I just got back from Orlando. I will be at the Bay Area this weekend doing another crazy deal. There's a crazy deal that you guys will not want to miss. It is from one of the famous tech founders of our industry, of tech in general. He is selling one of his collections, and we will share more about that later. You guys can guess which tech founder. Put in the comments below. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, guys.